Most Britons in a generation. Home stars set for Wimbledon. If you want to keep tabs on all the British players at Wimbledon this year, it may need to be a multi-screen experience. There are 23 Britons competing in the men's and women's singles at the All England Club, the most since 1984. The home ranks exceed 50 when we add the doubles, wheelchair events, and juniors. With the grass court Grand Slam tournament starting on Monday, here are British names and storylines to keep an eye on. Why so many British singles players? 7 of the British contingent have qualified directly through their world rankings, with players inside the top 100 guaranteed a spot. It is only the second time this has happened since 2016. United States-based college student Oliver Tarvet came through the qualifying tournament, while a further 15 players were handed wild cards. Former British number 1 Dan Evans, 35, was notable on that list, while 3 teenagers, Mika Stojcevic, Hannah Klugman, and Mimi Su, were also given opportunities. Wimbledon's wildcard committee considers a variety of factors, including ranking, form, and previous grass court results, when deciding recipients. We discuss what is right for the players and the event. British women's team captain and Kia Thaving, who is on the wildcard committee, told BBC Radio 5 Live. We're fortunate to have a British Grand Slam, and it is in everyone's interest to support British players where we can. Where we can give British players opportunities and expose them to the highest level of tennis, we would like to do so. Having 14 players inside the world's top 200, the most since 1984, shows Britain's growing depth of talent. Multiple factors have contributed to this improvement. These include Andy Murray's success inspiring the youngsters, a national tennis center in Roehampton providing state-of-the-art training facilities, and players, notably Cameron Norrie and Jacob Fearnley, developing in the U.S. college system before turning professional. British women's number 3 Sony Cardle says watching friends and peers enjoy success has also helped. I'd say the higher number of top 200 players is a mix of things. There's not one specific reason, said Cardle. We've got a lot of good sparring partners when we're back home, and we're all pushing each other. I think there's a healthy rivalry, and that adds to it. Draper takes center stage in post-Murray era. Jack Draper, ranked 4th in the world, leads home men's singles hopes. The 23-year-old Englishman has become a title contender following a stunning rise over the past 12 months. No British player has been seeded as high as Draper since world number 1 and defending champion Andy Murray in 2017. Draper is one of 13 Britons in the men's singles, with Fearnley, Norrie, and Billy Harris also earning direct entry. Wildcard Evans became emotional on the eve of Wimbledon when he discussed his recent struggles. The former world number 21 briefly slipped out of the top 200 this year, but has justified his wild card with recent eye-catching victories over top 20 players Francis Tiafoe and Tommy Paul. It's not the matches, it's when you feel like you've let people down. That's the tougher thing about it, said Evans. Further wild cards went to Jay Clark, Oliver Crawford, George Lofhagen, Johannes Munday, Jack Pennington-Jones, Henry Searle, and Arthur Ferry. The home contingent increased when Tarvet, who cannot claim full prize money because of U.S. college system rules, became the first British man to come through qualifying in 8 years. Raducanu and Bolter lead women's challenge. Emma Raducanu will capture plenty of attention as she looks to build on last year's run to the last 16. Raducanu, 22, has regained her position as the British women's number 1. Generally looking happier and more relaxed, the 2021 U.S. Open champion has reached 2 WTA quarterfinals and returned to the world's top 40, but she does not expect much at Wimbledon after a difficult build-up. Katie Boulter has fallen to 43rd in the rankings. The 28-year-old remains a threat on grass with her big striking game, but has drawn Spanish 9th seed Paula Badosa in round 1. I'm very, very excited, Boulter said. I feel like it's a totally different situation for me coming in this year. I'm kind of like a dark horse, and I like that feeling. I like the fact I can go out and swing free, and I've got nothing to lose. Cardle is the 3rd British woman with direct entry, having climbed almost 250 ranking places since her Wimbledon debut last year. Established players Jodie Burrage, Harriet Dart, Francesca Jones, and Heather Watson were also given wild cards.